Hello. What you're about to see are my adventures in Daytona Beach, Florida at Welcome to Rockville 2021. A friend I went to school with asked me to design a system that would both do karaoke and provide backing tracks for up-and-coming artists to sing at music festivals in a small trade booth that holds about 80 people. Then I was asked to build this system. Then I was contracted to not only tech the system on the road, but to train people on how to use the system. So Daytona Beach, Florida was one of those places that I needed to go. They brought me in for 4 days plus a setup day. Here's what happened. Hello. I'm on a plane over a wing. Getting ready to leave Milwaukee. Alright, we're here. This is Daytona Beach, my rental car, the hotel, and tonight we just get some food and crash. Welcome to the hotel room. I had to take all my clothes out of my suitcase because I'm going to use this rolly bag to bring my computer in along with a mic stand and some other accessories I need for the setup today. Well, welcome to Rockville. I think that's the main stage, so it's going to be loud here. But yeah, you can see stands and stuff. Everybody's still setting up today. This is our booth. This is the setup that looks a heck of a lot like my mobile setup, doesn't it? It's a lot like it. I showed it to you in another video. You got a screen up there. If I come back here, see a karaoke screen, a couple microphones on this stage. Over here I've got a mic mixer running through the auxiliary. Should work out pretty good. And yeah, it's very similar to what I'm running, but I really like what I'm running. So I guess I wanted to build them kind of the same thing. I showed them what I had and they liked it, so we did it. This is a DJM 250 Mark II. I had to load a driver into my machine for that. We're using my machine on this trip. Look at this cool mic stand I built. I used a Global Trust America clamp and some hardware I had to mount this to the Black Pro vent table and stick a mic right here, so that solved the problem for me. And I put an American audio mic on here because the only mic I had at home that had a switch on it, which is handy because the microphone input on this mixer does not have a switch on it. You set the volume and that's it. I didn't want to keep doing that, so a switch I felt like was going to come in handy there. But yeah, it's going to be music and karaoke, and I don't know, we'll see what we can do. But yeah, we're all set up. We just have to clean up our mess and we should be good to go. Testing the lights, it look pretty cool. Look how bright those suckers are. So that's one of the main stages. As you can see, they have arrays coming way out, like past where you would think the crowd might be. And I'm right there in the red tent. So, you know, with Evolve 30M. So let's see how they do. It'll be real interesting. Over there's another stage. We're sandwiched between stages. Yeah. Kind of cool watching them play with the lights, setting everything up the day before. Tomorrow will be very interesting. Well, hello from the tunnel on day one. Trying to figure out how to get to where I'm supposed to be. Hopefully we'll be there shortly. Alright, so what we have here is the Evolve 30Ms versus the SiriusXM Octane stage. Yeah. Alright, this is it. We're getting ready to get started. It's kind of cool. They've got some spokesmodels here that are going to hand out the karaoke sheets if anybody wants to sing a song. We're going to do our best, and probably only going to be doing things between when, you know, that Octane stage isn't doing anything, because we won't be able to hear anything at all. We'll probably have to drop this canopy here just to keep the sun off of everything here, or we'll get blasted by sun. But yeah, calm before the storm. Here we go. That was a 12-hour day. I pulled into this lot. I don't know what time it was, probably about 10 o'clock. And it took me
about 20 minutes to get inside. And it's now 10:20 p.m. So, yeah, it was a good 12-hour day. Learned a lot, just kind of about how things ran. Met some of the people there, some of the spokesmodels. There's several of them. The one that I seem to get along with pretty well, and we have a good rhythm with how, this is handled is Joey. I call her Joey. And basically, they handle the sheets that Jimmy made and I printed out. And they write their names down along with a sheet of paper that Jimmy made, which is really nice. Yeah, but a lot of people did it. I couldn't believe how many we had. Of course, I'm DJing in between. And they want me to try to train somebody on the system tomorrow, just so I don't have to be back there for 12 hours, which would be nice, or 10 hours. I guess I was back there for 10 hours. Tomorrow, I'll probably try to get here closer to 10:30 maybe. I'll whittle it down a little bit every day. Won't take me long to get all the setup, kind of know what's going on, got a rhythm. Made some sunblock stuff that solves some problems. And who knows, maybe I can train somebody to actually run the system. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. I'm sitting in the rental car in the hotel parking lot. It's just 11 o'clock. I finally got my Wendy's and my chicken sandwich here, which is the best I can do at 11 o'clock in Daytona Beach. About as healthy as it gets. All right, day 2. I got this parking spot. See that truck right there took mine. But no, I'm still real close. Everything changed today. I'm going in a different way. I'm parking in a different lot tomorrow, I guess. And for some reason, I had to get a COVID check today. It's weird. Luckily, I had a picture of my COVID vaccination card on my phone. And I got this wristband here. And that's supposed to allow me in every day, so I got to do the check. So tomorrow, I guess I park on the surface lot here. I go through this main entrance here. So for all of you race fans, I just walked across the track. There's the stands in turn 1 at Daytona. Okay, this is the end of day 2 of the festival, but actually day 3 of everything I've had to do here, including setup. Today, they wanted me to train some people, so I started training a guy. He did really well. He was there for a few hours, they pulled him off of it. But we were playing from a Spotify iPod when the karaoke wasn't happening today. That was different. I wasn't DJing, I was just letting that roll because that's what they wanted to do. They put these songs together for the festivals, all artists from the festival. The other thing that was different is yesterday they wanted me to play through performances. Today they changed that. They didn't want any music at all, karaoke or otherwise, during other bands' performances, which I think is respectful. It's probably the thing to do. And if that's the case, it's going to make it a lot easier than trying to play a 10-hour day straight without a break. If they don't send anybody else up there to do this, at least I'm going to be able to, go to the bathroom and stuff when there's a band playing. That's helpful. Good news, I saw some cool performances. I was able to check out most of Rob Zombie's show. That was pretty good. Well, hello and welcome to Saturday. I'm in a new parking spot today in a completely different area because I was told to do that. Go through a different entrance than I did the first day. So I'm pretty sure it's been decided that I'm going to DJ this thing. All right, so we're actually having a real good day here. Everything is, rhythm is happening. I'm DJing. Got a band on. We put a speaker over on that side. I don't know if you can see it or not. Those guys are standing there. But it spread up the sound a lot nicer. Running everything mono. But it did start raining, so we had to drop the tarp. But yeah, people are going to come in here now and get dry and listen to the band. I don't go on till the band's done, so I got like at least 20 minutes to chill out. Okay, it's the end of day 3. In a lot of ways it was easier because the parking was a lot easier. Just kind of walked in, relatively close, main entrance, VIP entrance. So in and out was easier. And then
I didn't have to change anything today, really, except right at first we did move the placement of the speakers, which is a great idea, and it worked out real well. I didn't play when the bands were playing on that stage right by us, the Sirius XM Octane stage. I think Disturbed's up there right now. If you know Disturbed, you probably recognize the track that's playing behind me. And I think way over here there's somebody, I don't know, yelling about repent your sins or something on a megaphone as people are exiting. All right. We are ready to go on the last day. I'm actually feeling fresh today. Feel good. Feel rested. Yeah, so again, one speaker on this side, speaker on that side. I did it. We're done. I'm out early. I'm gonna go get some food. Yes, that is Freebird you hear in the background. And I've eaten. I don't know, somehow fitting. Going back to the hotel, get some rest. Good morning. It's Monday. I've got my coffee. I've got to drop this rental car off in Orlando by noon, and I fly out at like 3:30. So before we go any further, let's just get this out of the way. If you know me at all, you know that I don't enjoy microphone teching for amateurs. You know, how to hold the mic, speak into it, not so close, not too far, setting levels for their voices. Yet I did it just shy of 200 times last week. You'll also know that I'm not a karaoke guy. I'm not a fan of it. I don't host it. It's just not what I do. I definitely don't sing. Yet I hosted karaoke all week. And you know what? I was glad to have the work. After the year we just had, this was great. Now I was supposed to be a tech, but I ended up, performing and emceeing and DJing and hosting, and I was thankful for the opportunity. When my friend from school called me and asked me to do this, I told him right off the bat, the first thing I said was, I don't do karaoke, but I understand how to put these systems together. It's a DJ system with the mic mixer, essentially, and some kind of software where you can play karaoke tracks, and because they're looking for doing up-and-coming artist tracks down the road, a software where you can play those types of tracks, through the software. I understand how to do that, but not a karaoke guy, but we did it. And I think it went really well. I think it went better than anyone expected. So that's it. I want to thank the staff that I work with, everybody that I worked with. Thank you so much for being supportive. Thank you for having my back. Thank you for your help. And hey, thanks to my pal from school for the opportunity to get in and do this. I don't know if we'll ever do it again. I don't know. I'm sure I'll do some training on it. I don't know if I'll be on the road again. We'll see. I don't believe this is going to be out at all at any festivals until springtime. When that time does come, I don't know. I may be out with it again. But maybe I'll just train people to use it. But it was a cool experience. And there's nothing on the books for the rest of the year, so I might be able to relax now. Which I was going to do once wedding season was over, and then this came up, and I jumped on it. Oh, yeah, by the way, I know this system looked a lot like mine that I use on the road. I understand that. The reason it did was because I happened to have my system in my truck when I was presenting this to my pal from school and his associates. I brought some stuff in and demoed it, and they liked it so well they wanted to go with it. They were thinking of going with two-way top cabinets. And after they heard the array and how we could have a conversation without screaming at each other with the music cranked up with something like this array system, they were sold. They wanted to go with it. And because there were less than, 80 people at a time in this booth, tent, whatever you want to call it, it was ideal. They could hear it kind of out in the aisle. It was bringing people in. And then in the tent itself, people could talk without screaming, yet hear it clearly. So it worked out real well. Table, they just liked my table, so we went with it. The mixer, yeah, I wanted something simple because I was supposed to train people on this, and I didn't want a lot of bells and whistles. This wasn't really a DJ system, so I didn't want to have like a controller with jog wheels on it and stuff and different decks. I wanted it just as simple as possible. So this is what I put together for them, and it worked well. They liked it, sounded good, and I think everybody was happy. So anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support, your views, your likes, your comments. If you have any questions on anything that I did here, please let me know in the comments section. We'll see you next time. Practice and enjoy.